Hello there everybody and welcome to episode 8 of PolleyCraft. And today we've got some pretty interesting things ready for us to do. So, first things first, there's a few things I want to go over about the spawn area over there. You might be able to see it. And look at me go! I'm like destroying torches like a madman lately. Me trying to click off my bridges. You can see that there's a few things over there that we're going to jump down there and check out. Because there's a few things that we got to do right now in this episode that will prepare us for future episodes. And mostly one of the main goals here is to go to the end, of course, so we can get ender pearls and stuff like that going. These skeletons are really arrow just like bounced off of me. That was interesting. Okay, I think I can like swat arrows out of midair. Anyways, so we're heading down to spawn. And first thing first that's new is that we have this right here. This is actually just a spot for just like a tree farm that Jacob has made. So what he's planning on doing is getting just a bunch of different types of trees and just putting them all right there. So that is awesome. It's good that we're going to have that going because that was something I wanted to try and do. But if he can do it, then that's more time we have to do other things. So, and another thing you may have noticed was that as of course you know, it is getting like it's December, it's getting Christmas time, so we decided that it'd be cool if we were to make a Christmas tree on the server and have presents and things like that that we'll give each other. So here it is, at least the first version. We might do some changes. We'll try to do some things to liven it up a little bit, but for the moment this is what it is, and it looks really nice. Jacob also put that together. And I said we'll have to work with it, but I think it's looking pretty good so far. And I think what we're going to try and do is cover this whole place in snow, because that'll be cool. Now, one thing I have to show, though, is that I have found Will's little secret project. I found it, and we break this dirt block right here, and I actually can't pick it up because I was holding lots of stuff. No, get out. Okay. Go down here, put it right there. We just come back down here. I actually mined into his secret little project he had going, so that's really awesome. And let's see. It seems like this isn't on, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. I gotta figure out where it was. Here we go. So we come down here. It's like we go down a ton of ladders, and we come around here. We see that we have this little base right here. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, well. Okay. Well, basically what this was is that there were like... He has this hooked up to a zombie spawner. So maybe if I go like this, I don't know how it really works. But he has this hooked up to a zombie spawner, so... I think there's a way to get to it, but I'm not quite seeing it, so... But eventually, this whole thing fills up with dozens and dozens of zombies like that. And they eventually just come around like that. So I can see where he has this all feeding into this. This is kind of cool. But, yes, so I finally found it, and it was really cool. When I found it, I was hearing, like, just, like, hundreds of zombie noises. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, where's that coming from? And then I finally found it. So that's pretty awesome. And he said that it was an EXP farm that he kind of made, and he said I could use it when I need to, which I might have to soon. So we're gonna get back to our house, and oh, maybe he has a way to it down here. Oh, or not. Maybe if I just mine this. There it is. Huh, that's cool. So maybe he just stands here for a while and lets them all spawn while he... That's cool. Alright. So yeah, that's what's going down here. So we're gonna run back to the base so I can discuss what we are going to do. We are up here near the base, if I can walk over here. At the project that we're mostly gonna be working on today. So as you can see, here's our base, here's the nether portal, and oh look, a zombie pigman spawned. I'm gonna kill him. Oh cool. Golden sword. I like it. So we follow these torches all the way into the forest, and we can see what we're going to be working on here. So in preparation to go to the end, everyone is in great need of arrows. I have almost a bundle. I'm one off from a bundle of arrows, which I've just collected from killing skeletons here and there. And what I've got to do now, what we're going to be working on is a mob farm today. It's going to be way up in the sky. It'll also count as a pretty good EXP farm. It's not the best EXP farm in the world, but it gets the job done. Mostly it's going to give us tons of arrows and tons of gunpowder, which we'll be needing in the future too, for something that I'm not really going to bring up yet. We're going to have to wait a little while for that. So first what we have to do is build this all the way up to about y equals 200, just to make sure we're up here high, away from anything that's really going to spawn. Now this design is a lot better in single player, because then you can be up here really high and then not have to worry about mobs spawning below. But in multiplayer, people are going to be on the ground and doing stuff anyways, so that's something we're just going to have to try and work around. And so for now, we're just building up. But this is where I get in trouble, as you can see. I've died about 9 times on the server, and about let's see, 7 of those 9 times was just falling off of really tall things that we build, because you know we build the base. Oh, this is a really cool angle to see the base. One thing I gotta take care of that top stuff though. It's a kind of cool angle to see the base. This is where, like I said, it gets pretty sketchy because I always die falling off of stuff. But here we go. We just kind of come off. Oh, we land in the water. That's good. Enderman! Hey, look! We need you. Not really. I just want your ender pearls. Hey, my friend. Hey, my friend. No ender pearls? Thanks. You're a real pal. So I'm going to try to build as much of this on camera as I can, because this is mostly what I've got planned for this time. And a lot of my builds so far I've done mostly off camera, because they've been pretty big and long. This doesn't take too long, and it's not hard to build. All you need is cobblestone and water. Now you may have seen this design before. It's one of my favorites, one of my personal favorites, so I really like to use it. And so we're just going to build up these ladders here. So I guess in a way this is like a tutorial type deal, where you get to see how to build this type of mob farm. It's really good because it gets you the XP, because you can just kill all the mobs in it. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is just build like a little thing. So for us to stand on. I also need to bring a crafting table up here. Let's get a torch. Get that going. I'm thinking what we'll do is have it go, if we're climbing up this way, we'll have it go in this direction. There's nothing above us to really disrupt that. So this is it's kind of a cool height to be at. You can see all these mountains in the background. You can see Spencer's base. Look, you can see Spencer's really complicated tower base over there. It's really cool to see. And then also maybe some point in this episode we'll go and take a look at Will's actual base, because he's been working on that as well. So we're gonna try and do some ladder hops. Although this is how I've died one time on the EXP farm, is doing ladder hops here. Is I ladder hopped a little too hard. And we'll go like this. Alright, nice. So, and then now all I gotta do is run to the base and get a crafting table. Oh, you know what? Let's just be good at Minecraft. And do this. Do that. Crafting table. Cool. Alright. Let's just take this all the way back up. That's the problem with these really tall farms, is that they're really tall and they take a very long time to get up. But I suppose that's what we gotta do, because I can't really build railroad systems up to all of them, so, or more like I'd rather not. At least not yet, while I'm still trying to use my iron for good, instead of wasting it for whatever I want. Alright, so let's take this up a little bit. And I do need some hoppers at some point too, but they're not quite necessary yet. And I do have the enough ladders to be able to finish this up. So what I want to do is take this crafting table, set it down like right here. Now I feel like I'm playing Skyblock, because I'm like building all these walls and things like that. Okay. And then if I just give a little shift, go off the edge here. No. Go like that. I'm going to put these around just so we can't fall off and die, because I'm really good at that, so we'll just go down, down like that. I need to make way more than that. Let's just... Yep, that'll do. That'll do. We'll just go across and go across. I still like this angle, looking at the base. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Now I need some cobblestone. We'll take that one instead. So now what we gotta do is maybe curve it around like this. This looks good. Because it's gonna be going around like this. Okay, it's making like extra cobblestone noises, but where is it building this? Like, oh, maybe the sound's just lagging. Yeah, server's been having some lag today, which I'm not too happy about. It makes me quite sad when that happens, so not awesome. Let's see, check the wireless signal. Oh wow, I'm at less than I'm missing 2 bars, so this is bad if we're really high up and doing this stuff and missing the internet. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another layer. Gravel. Ew, why did I grab gravel? Such disappoint. Okay. And then we bring this out. More. Because what we gotta do is make it so we have sufficient room around this thing so that we can get it from all angles and stuff like that. It'll make more sense once we really start to get this building. So we need about 6 there, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it looks like. So we'll build this out 1 more and then put the walls all around it because that's important. And then put a torch like right there. Then we'll get our walls and just build all around. Good. Good. We'll build this. Because falling off, like, for me, it's one of the dumbest ways to die, is just falling off of something. Usually it's when I'm trying to make some sort of jump that I need to sprint for, and then I don't end up sprinting and fall into water and like miss the water or something and die. So it can be pretty frustrating. So then we build this all around like that. So I'm actually going to put this right there and that right there. Now what I got to do is get treasure chests and put them right here, and then hoppers all in here, and then start to build upwards to where the actual farm's going to be. This is just a little like holding area, just like the normal kind of waiting kind of area, I guess. For this to be, we can stick this in the corner and also put a torch. And then I want to take this off and then put torches in the corners right here. Also one right there, and then one right there. Okay, so now I'm going to hop back down to the base, get some hoppers and those materials, and a few extra materials, and then I'll be right back. So I've grabbed the materials that I need and I put them in already. As you can see, there's the double chest right here, and then these 4 hoppers that I said I'd put in right here, and I also have a treasure chest, which I will put more of the important items in there that we kind of need. So I'll use this stone for later. So yes, I have this right now, this ladder. This is 21 blocks high, and it kind of needs to be that way. It's either that or 22, but either way it doesn't make too much of a difference. And then all I got to do now is build these up all around it. And I think my FPS is dropping quite a bit, so it's making it a bit harder to do this, just because there's a lot rendering in the back. I might want to turn that down, so then it's a bit easier to do this, because I'm getting about 14 frames a second, which is less than ideal. So we just build that up, and then we just kind of walk down the ladder here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to turn down my video settings to about 8 chunks. Awesome. Much higher FPS, which is good because we're seeing a bit less, so that's good. So now we just got to build this up. Even though after I look down, it goes to about 17 FPS again, so I guess it wasn't that much of a difference. But we'll try and power through. Maybe if I make my render distance like 4, because I won't be seeing anything but up here. So yeah. I'm just repeating this process. We want to encase this entire thing. So we wanted the worry, because this is where the mobs, after they spawn up there, the mobs will fall down and be sitting in that area down there. So we're going to need that to be completely enclosed just to make sure that they don't jump out and try to kill us. So we'll just build this all up, build it all up. We'll jump like that. Although I won't die from that. And then with this, we actually do need to do something a little bit different. I probably don't need near that many half slabs, but I have them now. So the half slabs all on the top like this. Gonna be attacking them all like this. So, and we need these half slabs here because if we do not, then the mobs will end up spawning like, it's hard to explain, but like creepers will be able to see us through the little gap, because they'll be able to see us through this gap right here and then explode us. So if we put half slabs, they can't see us, and then we can attack them from like this. So I need to break that one so we can get through. And I feel like things are falling into the hoppers, but they're not. So I gotta go like this. We'll come up the ladder. And let's see if I can just like, awesome. And then we'll go like this. Building. There's not too much I can say while building. Then besides talk about what we're planning on doing for the Christmas holidays, I suppose. Alright, so now we have this this hole right here. I want to put these all in the corners. Cramby, that means Spencer might be getting on soon too. We're gonna have quite the people on. Alright, so we're gonna build that up, put these corners in like this. Now from where I am, I want there to be 8 blocks in total, so this will be 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we stop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do that on all 4 of these sides. Now that is finished, we're gonna take this around like so, and just surround these tracks with cobble, as you can see, like I'm doing right here. I built, like I said, I built this farm a ton of times, so I know the best way is to do it in survival. And we'll go around and around and around, shifting all the way because I don't want to accidentally fall off the end of this and die. And that's a lot of dark oak over there in that direction. I didn't realize we had so much dark oak. We have a lot of dark oak and birch where us Polleys live, so it's kind of interesting. Because those, like, I like dark oak. Birch I don't like too much. I really don't like the look of it or anything like that. I'll mostly just use it for making sticks for tools. That's about it. Making other things like that don't depend on the color of the wood. Dark oak, I like using it because I like the look of it. Like in our base down there, it looks really good against the white and whatnot. So it's not really my favorite. So this is all done and ready to go. So then I can just bring this up like this. I want to try and use the least amount of cobblestone as possible. So I'm going to try and cut corners so I can have cobblestone left over. So when it comes to this part, you can just kind of slide around and things like that. And I can just grab more cobble. I'm gonna have to go into the stone. It's not gonna look pretty by any means. For me, it just needs to be functional. When we go around like this, I'll actually put the corner on there. Because the other corners aren't in, I'm actually gonna mine this out because it just wouldn't look like the rest of it. Keep it up like that. Slide around and go across, and let's see, like that and like that. So this is pretty good. At this point you could probably put cobble like that, and it's raining too. But luckily I had the sound off on that. So now what we need to do now is shift our way. Oh, it's lightninging. That's bad. If that hits us, we are gonna fall down and die. But we want to come out like this until we are even with this side over here, like this, not this little end, but this right here. So I'm going to come over and go like this. Alright, and it is thunderstorming, so that means we can't sleep, which is kind of a bummer. We're kind of setting up a recipe for death. And then we want to fill this all in. And just to check, you want to make sure this is 8 across here, so yes, that is 8. And then that's also going to be 8, like that. So we're just going to fill that in. And then I'm going to do that for the rest of these sides, and then we'll go on to what we got to do next. So this is all completed now. We have these 4 platforms all across. I put torches in the middle just to make sure things aren't spawning on them, because that'd be rather sad. So the next step is to then go to these little edges right here where we have, and then build this up all the way around. And just go around the entire farm, putting this little wall on this. This will be too high, so keep that in mind as we're doing this. We're going to go all the way around. I can probably hop up here and then down there. And just build this all around. And then also don't forget to make it too high. I've said that like a few times in a row now, but it is pretty important, because that's just the next step. So I'm going to get going on this, and so far this hasn't actually taken me that long. It's been about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes since I've started the farm. So it's not going to take you too long to build. You're just going to need a lot of cobblestone before you do it. So I will be back once I've finished putting this 2-high wall all around it. This 2-high wall is now done. That took me like 5 minutes. The next step now is to then put a block like right here and then jump until you have got it right about there. And then you need to take this ceiling and go all the way and cover this entire thing. This is probably what's going to take you, probably take out the most of your cobblestone, is this part right here. This is, also keep in mind that this farm can be made out of any type of solid block. So I always make it out of cobblestone because I usually have a lot of it, and it's easy to get. But it can be made out of practically anything you want. It can be made out of wood too, but it can also be burnt down, which isn't usually an issue, but it's something to think about. So now I'm coming back down here to try and come over here and get the rest of my stone out. And that should be enough right there. Okay, we gotta jump, and then there's only one more step after this. Well, a few more, but one more step to this part of the farm before we're finished. So where was I? Oh, right over there. Make a jump. Make a jump. So yes, I will finish this roof and then get back to you on the next update and the next step. The roof is now done, and it's time to move on to the next step, which is a little bit harder to do. But you need to get yourselves 2 buckets of water, and then in one of these corners here, you just make a little thing like this. So there's a 2x2 square right there. And you want to put your water in the corners, in opposite corners, to make an infinite water source. You've probably seen that before. I mean, yeah. So then what we want to do is take these and put each water source block right next to each other on the ends of these little trails in the middle. So then you can just come in here, take that, come to the very edge, put that one right there, and put that one right there. And then we're just going to do that all around. Let's see, because I can't jump anymore, so what I usually do is just build a little bridge across like this, so then I can get around and put that like that. What I can do here is then I can break these. Actually, wait, I need those, so I'm going to build them again and go across to take those. Then I can go down here, jump up, put that like this. Put that one right there, and then that should be all of them all ready to go. Now, normally this is where you would be finished with the farm. You would take out the infinite water source back here, which I will do like that, and go like this, and then what you normally do is take out the torches, take out this bridge, of course, we don't need that. And then you would take out the ladder right here, and then you'd come down, take out your ladder as you go, and then what you'd do is you'd block off this hole with another block and half slab. But we are not going to do that. In fact, because what I'm building is I'm going to build a double-decker one where it's two on top of each other. So I need to take these vines and signs like that. I actually think I'm going to do that in the end. I'm going to do that later. I think that would be smarter. So I'm going to take more stone, more ladders. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, get my stone, come right here, fight the current, put a block right there, and then put this all the way up. Then I'll take my ladders, and then finish this all the way up like that. Then I can take out that block, let it go down there. So now, and then the next step, get on this ladder, is take out that, this one, and that block, so that they're even with this block right here. You can see that these are the same like this. Wow, everyone's on the server. This is cool. And then basically what I'm going to do is just build the design again, but up there. And then, so I will get to you once I finish doing that, and then we'll go over the last step. Ugh, I was stretching. Whew. And then go over the last step, and then get this thing finished and ready to go. So now the top layer is now done. So this is a double-decker monster spawner. Now there's only a few more things we got to do. So one of them is that we need to. I've taken out all the torches and everything in the other layers. So first of all, I'm going to take out this. I really wish I brought the diamond axe because this is going to take some time. We're going to jump down. Hopefully nothing spawns because that would really be bad. Jump down here, grab the vine and signs, and we're going to run back up. And let's see. The vines and the signs are for mobs that spawn in the top deck. Is so when they fall, they'll get caught on the vines. Oh no! And then fall the 20 or so blocks we want them to fall. And the signs are here to make it so. And then now that one has an A on it now. The signs are there to make it so they don't grow any longer than they need to be. They only need to be one block. So now as we go, we take down these ladders and then close it off, and then it should be finished. We'll just wait around for mobs to spawn, and then that will do it. So now what I'll need to do is just sit here and farm skeletons and creepers for their arrows and their gunpowder, because we're going to need their gunpowder for New Year's Eve, which is coming, I don't know. It's coming in quite some time, but we want to prepare for it when we can. I'll do an episode later on what we'll be doing for that. But for now, we just want to try and mostly collect arrows so we can get to the end, get that Ender Dragon, and get things like that going. And I'm destroying this one now. And now this one. Hopefully mobs will spawn, because it is on a server, and this farm does have a harder time on servers. So yes, I'll be taking down these ladders, taking my dear sweet time on that one. I know a bunch of blocks have fallen into the hoppers too, so what I want to do is take out this block, get my half slabs, come in here. Yeah, a lot of stuff fell in there. Put that right there. Put that. It's also a smart idea to put a torch down here at the bottom just so things aren't spawning inside there. So yes, indeed. And now all we gotta do is wait, and when monsters spawn, we'll kill them like this. And I think that's all I'll do this episode, because it was quite a lot and it did take some time. So thank you so much for watching this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe because it really helps me out, and it's a nice thing to do. So I'll see you guys next time. Adios.